Hello and welcome to this Bizmates Words and Phrases video series for Japanese business people. And today's phrase is, it's not for me to say, but... It's one of those phrases that you use when you're giving advice, but it's a little bit sensitive. Advice that's sensitive. Okay? So let's find out what this means. But first, let's do our test. So imagine we're colleagues, and I come up to you and I say, so I hear you're planning to take a vacation, but you're wondering, wow, who was the person who told Hika this? So you want to know who told me. Okay, so let's try it. So I hear you're planning to take a vacation. Says who? Did you get that? I hope so. Okay, so says who. All right, let's go on to today's phrase. It's not for me to say, but what does this mean? Okay, well, imagine this situation here. Taro and I, we're colleagues, okay? We're close colleagues, and I say this. Hey, Taro, our vendor, our supplier, just gave me an expensive gift. Wow! Okay? And nowadays in many Japanese companies, it's not so good to get gifts from your vendors or suppliers, right? So, but I don't know that. So I say, yeah, our vendor just gave me an expensive gift. And Taro says, yeah, you should return it. Give it back. And I think, no, it's mine. Why should I give it back? It's none of your business. It's not for you, it's for me. So it doesn't come across as being very nice, okay? You should return it, or you had better return it, or you'd better return it. Anything like that, it just doesn't sound right because it's none of his business. This is my business, okay? So in that case, to be a little bit more sensitive to the other person's feelings, you can say this. Our vendor just gave me an expensive gift. Yeah, look. And you say, yeah, it's not for me to say, but maybe you should return it. Really? You think so? Why? Okay, just like that. Why is this better? Because it's not for me to say means I know I shouldn't, or it's not my problem or it's not my business, but I want to tell you this. Okay, so Taro is thinking about the other person. He's being very sensitive about the other person's feeling. I know that this is not my business, but I'm going to give you advice. Okay, so let's look at pronunciation. It's not for me to say, but maybe you should return it. Return it. Okay? It's not for me to say, but maybe you should return it. You try. Okay, let's try it with my sentence. Hey, our vendor just gave me an expensive gift. Yeah, okay, you think so? Okay, maybe I will return it. Perfect, just like that. Okay? So whenever you're giving advice on something a little bit sensitive that is not your business, it's their business, maybe you could use this phrase. Okay, for homework, next time, I'm going to say, our vendor just gave me an expensive gift. And you say, it's not for me to say, but maybe you should return it. Okay, so try it in the next lesson. Okay, thank you.